Why you get a warming mat is because you are cooking at home and you want to time your meals better with your family's meals and or your husband's meals or your kids' meals because you're going to get home at 5, you're going to start cooking, your food might be ready by like 5:45, but your kids come home at 6:15, your husband comes home at 6 o'clock. It's all staggered and you have to be hostage to that food because you don't want your kids and your family to eat food that might be cold. So that means you're waiting in that kitchen for 30 extra minutes every single day or an hour every single day. That means that you're limiting your own personal freedoms every single day. Well, this is one of the solutions. Says this is technology they brought from a restaurant. Because what do restaurants do when the chef is blazed out that dish and the waitstaff is too busy to grab it? They put it under a heating lamp or on a heating mat, a warming mat that you see here. And that's the secret. This is really just technology that they've been using in restaurants with silicone bottoms that are going to be cool to the touch, even if the top is going to be scalding. I mean, not saying it's completely cool, but it's not going to be completely hot. You can place this on a tabletop. It comes with 3 different heat settings. You got the low, medium, and high. So if you're on low, you're getting a 140. If you're on medium, 170. And if you're on high, 212. So that's going to be low, medium, and burning cooking. So you can actually cook with your heating mat here. So if you wanted to, 212, you can cook like something real low and slow for a long time, but I don't recommend it because this is not meant for cooking. Do not cook on this. What it is intended to do is that let's say you make chicken tenders and french fries. Let's say you make pasta. Let's say you make chicken parm, eggplant parm. Let's say you made something hot. Whatever you made and you want to keep it hot or warm for longer so that it tastes better, so that your kids, your family, your husband, your wife, whoever's in your household is more likely to eat it. This is the way. And if they are more likely to eat it because it tastes better, what does that save you? Money. Because your food goes longer. It's also going to save you time because you don't have to be hostage to it. You could just be like, hey, I put dinner on the table. It's going to be on that warming mat. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to read my stories. I'm going to do something else than be hostage to the food. That is the secret of the warming mat. This is why restaurants use it. This is why we recommend it. And it is not expensive for something that can actually start changing and buying you more time in real life. And that's my point, right? This is not the most advanced piece of technology. This is just a warming mat that has a heating element. In between each one of these spaces, there are 8 heating coils, and it's going to be able to lie flat. And then when you're done with it, what can you do? You can roll it up and store it away. So that means this is going to be incredibly more functional. And I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. I'm shocked that it took us this long to have this technology. I just didn't even know it existed. I didn't think we could get it at home, and now we can. And it's been a lifesaver for me because guess what? I cook, I put it on the plate, I put it on the warming mat, and then when my kid or my wife comes home, the food is ready for them. They can eat it. They don't have to microwave it. It doesn't taste bad. And then we don't have to eat out. Boom, boom, shaka, laka. This type of material is now using silicone. So the silicone heating mat is going to be on the outside on both sides. Now that's going to allow the heating element to be releasing the heat upwards. So this is the top of your mat. It's going to be releasing the heat upwards, but not on the back. They also use some graphite film inside the heating mat. So it's going to have the temperature control functions as well as it's going to be more heated evenly because they use a graphite film here. And that graphite film allows it to just be better suited for just making sure that the heat distributes across the entire mat on the silicone itself. That also means it's going to be safer to use, and there is going to be all right, so the other things about for safety, there is going to be about maybe about 3/4, 5/6 of an inch here in the sides all around. That's going to allow it to have additional safety functions. So I know it's hard to see in the camera here, but if you were to shine a light through your mat, you can actually see the heating coils, and the heating coils go around like this. So the heating coils, because you can't really see in the camera because the light, but if you get it and you bought it, you can see it inside. So the heating coils there's no coils in this area here. There's no coils. And that means you're going to also see that it get heat. It can get hot in about 10 seconds. So it's going to be able to be heated very quickly. This is a relatively standard plug. It uses a relatively standard plug. This is not some special proprietary plug. You can find these on a lot of different devices. You can see that the temperature goes from 140 to 175 and 212 here. So this is gonna have a 240-minute timer. Now it's been about a minute here and it's already at the 140 degrees. So I'm touching it, right? I'm touching it. It is hot. It is hot. Imagine I put my hand here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it is too hot for me to leave my hand there any longer. I don't recommend you test this. I'm doing it for you guys. Do not try this at home. But that's going to keep your dish hot. Now, let's say you want to cook something. You cook something where you want it to be a little even warmer. Then you could put it at 170. Level 2, right? We have it on level 2, as you can see. This is the second dot. I have it on level 2. Now, after really 1 second, it is too hot for my hand. After about 1 second, I would not recommend you really putting your hand there. Now, if you just tap it, you're not going to burn yourself, but if you leave it there and you press it into it, it's going to be hot. The reason why I wanted to share that with you is what about the bottom, right? So understanding that on level 2, 170 degrees, you can't really touch the top. Now, I want to share with you on the bottom. So I'm just going to roll it up. Now, my table is just pretty cool, right? It's just a little bit warm. I generally don't recommend you put this at the highest setting because then it's going to be capable of cooking your food. I mean, 212, you can really smoke meat. You can cook meat. It's like a slow cooker temperature. That's really meant for, I guess, if you really have to reheat the food fast. Now, that is hot. That is hot at 170. So number 1 is the pasta and number 2 is the eggplant parmesan. We put a thermostat inside of each one. I'm going to cover it because that's what you would do if you were using this at home. I'm just putting a small piece of aluminum foil on top. Right now it is 12:41 p.m. We have put our food here. We measured out the temperature. It is 154 on the pasta and 144 on the eggplant parm. So let's see. So it's at 153, 149. So our pasta is still at 154, 153. And our eggplant parmesan is at 149. And because it's a warming mat, you can see that I'm checking the numbers here. It's not going to be 140 anymore because the food, the plates and the food are absorbing the heat. So now the actual warming mat itself is not going to be as hot as before. Because remember, your food is absorbing it. 18 minutes later, once it's time to eat, let's do a temperature check. It is 151, 149, and you can see how steaming this pasta still is. Our eggplant parmesan, the cheese is still melted on, and you can again see that the food looks delicious, it tastes delicious, and it was ready to go even though everyone came down 18 minutes too late. And so there's no real secret to the appeal of a warming mat. It's just that you can cook your food and eat it later. Now this is going to be on the French fries. We have taken it out and we're just going to make a plate of French fries. This is going to be on level 2 heat. It is very warm. So currently it is 1:22 p.m. We have our warming mat on level 2. It is going to be at 133 degrees inside of our dish of French fries. Now just to show you how crispy are our French fries still? This is going to be crispy. Very crispy, still hot. So we have left our French fries here for 30 minutes and we're going to check how they came out and if they're still edible after 30 minutes. And the current temperature of our fries is 131. So on our mat, we can get all the way to 180 here. We measure the table here, getting about 140. So after 30 minutes, our food is at 129 on our French fries, and I'm going to eat it. I mean, they're so crispy. They taste like French fries that have been under a heat lamp for about 10 minutes. So still edible. I wouldn't recommend going farther than that in terms of heating up your food. And generally speaking, I would say you want to keep your heat on level 1 as a heat warmer. Level 2 might be too hot, but it does work. So I would wait about 10-15 minutes at least, minimum, if you want to roll it up, just because these heating coils can get hot and you don't want to touch them. At the same time, don't ever roll it if your unit is plugged. So my unit is not plugged. Why do we like warming mats? It is because the technology in restaurants is permeating to our normal lives. air fryers, Instapots, pressure cookers, things that make food taste better, but also easier to make in bulk. This has been something very important. Now, we're moving on to the next phase, which is how to make food consistently, keep it hot longer so that my family is more likely to eat it and we can eat out less. This is a difficult problem, but this might be one solution for you. So this is going to be on a warming mat. And a warming mat here is 26 inches long. It's going to be 15 inches wide. It doesn't have to take a lot of space. And you can use this every day, right? You can use it every night. It only takes 10 seconds to heat up. But why would you heat it? Is that, let's say you as a parent or as the person who cooks in your house, maybe you want to cook, but you don't want to be hostage to your food. Cook the food, put it on this. Your food kids come 20 minutes later. You don't have to wait the 20 minutes that they come down. Leave it on this. Be like, hey guys, eat it. I'm going to the gym. The power is yours. And that's why we think it's good. And it has this silicone backing and the silicone top. But the silicone backing here is going to mean that it doesn't heat up whatever you're placing it on, your tabletops, your wood table. It's not going to heat it up, especially not as hot as what you have here. Because if you put this on 212 or on max, you can pretty much cook food, right? Not really cook, but you can start cooking food on that heat level. So what I like to do is I'd like to keep this on low. I put the food on it. It keeps the food warm, like pasta, chicken, fish. Maybe you want to put some aluminum foil on it and then leave it here. Then 30 minutes later, your husband comes home, your kids come home, they can eat. You don't have to be hostage to them, and it'll still taste good, and they'll be happy. You're happy, and you save money because then you didn't need to buy Chipotle that night. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. This is David with the French Glow. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help support our channel, and I'll catch you next time. This is David again. Bye, bye, bye.